everyone. It's Diane Falvey here with Furniture, Lighting, and Decor. We're here with Tom Conley today, the President and CEO of High Point Market Authority, to learn what we can expect this October in High Point in terms of what will be happening at market, how we will stay safe, and the anticipation of seeing friends and product in person again. I can tell you right now that we here at Furniture, Lighting, and Decor are so anxious to get back out to the markets, as I'm sure many of you retailers and designers are as well. So Tom, can you tell us what the current plan is for market in October? It's just a month away.
Great to see you, Diane. Unfortunately, it's over Zoom. Looking forward to seeing you in person in October, yes. And looking forward to seeing all of your readers in October also. Yes. Just wanted to let everybody know that we did submit a plan to the governor's people along with the full endorsement of Guilford County. And the governor's folks did come back and make some suggestions to us, and we're going to incorporate those suggestions, and we're going to continue with our planning for market. We understand that market is going to be a little smaller than it usually is, and that's for very good reason. There are people who are either older or have some underlying health issues, and they're concerned about traveling. We know there are people that have family members that have underlying health issues, and they're very concerned about bringing something back to their family members. To those folks, we'll miss you, but please stay away for your own health and safety. That's really, really important. For the rest of us, I can tell you I've been on 6 airplanes during this pandemic. I've never felt safer. And the work that's being done by the city, the county, and the state to help make the High Point market safe is just unbelievable. As you and I are talking, Diane, we're just finishing up pre-market. We had a large number of exhibitors, a large number of buyers here, and it was really nice to see people walking around wearing their masks, maintaining social distancing. Yes, it's a little bit inconvenient, but finally people can be face to face. And we're experiencing one of those wonderful things in this business. Business is actually pretty good, but the supply chain is challenged. So it's really important that people can sit down face to face, talk about getting product, talk about maybe new product, and in some cases they just want the product that they thought they were going to get in the spring. So there's lots of conversations that need to happen. Those conversations probably need to happen with principals as opposed to just with reps. And right. So I think having market is very, very critical. But because we had such a large pre-market and because there will be exhibitors open between now and market, we're really referring to a market season, everything from September to October. And we think that High Point is really well positioned to help this market season because of the fact that we've got 180 plus buildings. We're spread out over 13 square blocks. For the market itself, we worked with both AHFA and HFA and IFRA, and we created a plan dividing the country into 2 regions and then 3 periods, extended the market from 5 to 9 days so we could have some social distancing and spread everybody out. And I think that's going to just help keep people safe and make people feel safe. So we're looking forward to a really terrific market. We're working with all of the buildings to make sure that we coordinate with the wristbands. Face guards, our face masks are required throughout. It's a state mandate, but the buildings are enforcing it. We're really pleased to see the way the buildings are enforcing it during pre-market. And it's going to be different, but I'm pretty confident that by April, this will be behind us, and we will have looked back on 2020 and said, wow, what a year.
It certainly is. So the market will be from October 13th through October 21st this year, correct?
That's correct.
So that everybody knows what the dates are. Tell us a little bit more about some of the safety procedures that that High Point Market Authority and IMC and everybody else will be putting in place for this market.
Sure. Well, I mentioned face coverings being mandatory. That's really, really critical. We have sanitation stations throughout. We have face coverings in case somebody forgets them or it gets dirty or lost. We'll be happy to give anybody a face coverings. We were pretty blessed at the Market Authority to receive a federal grant, COVID grant that was given to the state of North Carolina, and they passed on to us. So we have bus schedules that will cover all 9 days. We are still servicing all 3 airports with bus schedules. I will tell everybody though that if they are coming into Raleigh or to Charlotte, the need to make a reservation was never greater. Because of social distancing, our buses are at least at 50% capacity. In some cases, depending on how many people are traveling together, that capacity may even be reduced further. So making that reservation is really, really critical. Then we are going to have a separate area for temperature checks, and we're issuing every day of market a colored wristband. So when you're at market, you will be temperature checked once, and then you get a colored wristband, and then you can go into any showroom, any building throughout market. We don't want to inconvenience people, but it's a good way of checking and seeing if there are some issues. Working very closely with the hospital, so if somebody does show any signs, we've got plans to isolate them and to help them either get back home or get back to their hotel if they are feeling ill. I'll tell you, it was kind of funny. We heard a story of a caddy during the Wyndham Classic who was sweating profusely, and everybody was all nervous and concerned about maybe this guy had COVID, and the Wyndham did such a great job of keeping everybody safe. So they pulled him off the course and did all the testing and all that. Turned out he had a very spicy lunch with a lot of jalapenos, and so
that'll do it. But
stuff like that happens, Diane, and so that's why you have medical people. We had a situation yesterday. We are employing medical professionals to do the health screening. They are nurses, and we had somebody who was in distress in the IHFC Commerce lobby. We pulled the nurse off of the temperature checks, and she went in, and that person was taken to the hospital. So, it had nothing to do with COVID, not a darn thing, but stuff happens, as you well know. But, we've got everything, I think, thought of, prepared for. People ought to feel safe coming to market. And once again, if they have some concerns, stay away. We understand. But if you feel strong and you know that you've got to get business done, because business has to continue, especially in this environment, as they say, come on down, because we're happy to see you.
Yeah, and I was at High Point pre-market yesterday, and it does, because of the wide open space and the ability to to be outside, it did not feel as scary as it may have felt before being there. So it really was, it really is being very well done. And you're right, the temperature checks and masks are available everywhere. One of the other things though too, in pre-market we had to do this, and I'm assuming in market too, appointments in showrooms.
Yes, we're urging that appointments be made, especially with the situation with having three-day periods. All we've asked when people pre-register is that they indicate the majority of the time that they're going to spend in that 3 days. If they need 4 days, that's fine. If they need to come in the middle of one of the periods and stay into the other one, that's fine. We're just trying to space things out. But I think for those reps that are good, conscientious reps and that will be here working market, they really need to know that you're coming so they can be here. Now, in some cases, if you're coming at a time when the rep is not here, I've talked to some manufacturers and exhibitors, and they're prepared to have their senior staff deal with you when you come into the showroom. So there isn't necessarily a guarantee that the rep will be here, but that's why it's so important that you make that appointment, find out who you're going to see, who you're supposed to see. That's not to say if you wander in and the showroom is not at maximum capacity. Remember, we're treating showrooms just like retail space. So I think most of the showrooms will have a max capacity sign on their front door. And so if you get there and you have to wait outside, it's because they're at max capacity. And so that's just another good reason to have the appointment when you're planning on seeing, especially some of your bigger suppliers that you really have to see.
I know that keynotes have gone virtual because we're moderating one of them, and other events at market will be going virtual as well, for overall market. In showrooms, is it okay to have events in showrooms? Will there be any kind of educational events in showrooms as far as you know? And in that case, what are the limits?
Yeah, the current limits, we're at 2.5, phase 2.5. And currently it's 25 people inside and 50 people outside. And so small events can certainly be held. Last night at Pre-Market, for example, they had an event for the buyers, and we had an outside patio, and we had seating for 50 out there. Obviously, everybody was spread out, socially distant in terms of the seating. And then we had a couple of ballrooms inside with 25 people. So we really want people to pay attention to the rules and regulations and to try to be very, very careful. If an exhibit wants to have events or serve food, they're certainly welcome. There are rules and regulations to follow that. We're going to have a lot of food trucks around with outside seating, so that once again, people will feel safe. And the food trucks are, in fact, inspected by the health department. There's rules and regulations for the food trucks in terms of having people standing around waiting to pick up their order. So, you know, nobody's going to go hungry. It won't be the kind of, you know, we're really known for wonderful hospitality here. The exhibitors do a great job. So there'll be less of that, but I can assure you nobody's going to go hungry.
That's great. That's great. So how should buyers and designers planning to come to market prepare?
Yeah, I think the main thing, and is all part of this sort of process that we're using. If you haven't pre-registered, pre-register. We are keeping registration open till the very end. We're going to mail badges as late as we possibly can so that everybody has a badge. Obviously, we'll have some on-site registration, but on-site registration presents what we call pinch points. People, you know, places where people can be close together. That's not the healthiest, and there's no reason to have people standing in line waiting to register when, in fact, you can get your badge, your credentials on a pre-registration basis. Obviously, making appointments is critical. Reserving space on the buses, if you're flying into Raleigh or to Charlotte, is very important. And probably the biggest important thing is to find out whether the vendors that you want to see are going to be open. Right now, we have almost 800 vendors that have said that they are definitely going to be open. We've got another 800 or so that have not responded. You know, this is the day people are busy, they don't read, they don't pay attention. I think in the case of these vendors that don't indicate, it's to their own detriment, but that's life in the big city, as they say. But check and see if your vendors are open. When you get here, our app will have a filter that will only show open vendors, so that when you are walking around, if you don't have an appointment and you want to see ABC vendor and see if your rep is there, or see if you can see somebody, then you'll be able to see whether they're open before you have to make the walk over or take the ride over. Speaking of the ride over, you know, I talked about transportation services. We are running the complimentary transportation as we always do from our two parking lots, but we've had in the past what they call the red line and the green line, which were buses that were circling different routes of the downtown area.
Right.
We've eliminated those two routes in favor of smaller transportation vehicles. We're going to have vans, and we're going to have sedans, and we're going to have big Tahoes, oversized SUVs. And if we have a party of 2 or 3, those will be the only ones that will be in that vehicle. We'll have, obviously, you call the dispatch and we'll send you, we'll have vehicles lined up at the transportation terminal. We're taking the safety very seriously, as I know you know, and you saw it yesterday. But that's just another way. We're going to be disinfecting our buses and our vehicles regularly. We're pulling them out of service and we're disinfecting them. So once again, any part of market that you can think about, I think we've already thought it through. We've got great partners, and it's going to be safe.
As far as those great partners go, if you're coming in, what about travel arrangements? How should they make their travel arrangements, and what are the rates looking like right now?
Sure. We have a partnership with Travel Quest, which is a local travel agency. Lee Allen is the guy that owns that. And he does a wonderful job of working with the hotels and the airlines and getting great rates and being very accommodating. He's even made hotel reservations for people. And in past years, pre-COVID, if folks wanted to do some touring before or after, he's been able to take care of that, because in addition to doing corporate travel, he also does a great business in the in the leisure travel area. So he's very aware and very, very competent. One of the things that we've found, and probably the single biggest complaint we've had over the years about High Point is, my gosh, the hotels are so expensive during market. Well, the fact that we've spread it out over 9 days, the fact that there are going to be less people in attendance, the hotel rates have come down. So once again, if you're healthy, if you feel safe, your hotels are going to be super, super clean, especially those chain hotels. They've got policies and procedures, and I've been in a few of them in my travels and feel very, very safe. But the rates are still a little higher than you'd pay if you were just traveling on a non-market time, but nearly not as exorbitant as they are during market times.
That's great. That's great. Tom, is there anything else you wanted to tell us about what's happening in October? Again, October 13th through the 21st.
Diane, we're just excited to be having market. We are excited that people want to come to market. But most importantly is that we're excited that this industry, that's not to say that there aren't some people that are having difficulties, but I'll tell you, if I talk to 25 people, 20 of them are saying, gosh, we're having a gangbuster year and we need market. So the industry needs market. And I can tell you this community needs market. I get calls every single day from members of this community saying, I hope you're having market. Our business is suffering and we need those people. We're famous for our Southern hospitality here. And believe me, our people want to extend that hospitality. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a lot of international guests. I know there was some concern about international and some of the travel there, but some of the travel bans will impact us. I know we've got some states where they still have travel bans with North Carolina. We got to go back and self-quarantine. Check with your state officials, and we hope that as our numbers go down, and they're going down dramatically by market time, there's a good chance that that travel ban will be off, and so we're going to see a lot of drive-ins. And if you want to come last minute, you'll be able to still register online and use an electronic badge when you get here or get it printed. So if you have any inclination that you'd like to come to market, please do. We'll be happy to see you, and it will be safe.
That's wonderful. Tom, thank you so much for sharing all this information with us. We look forward to seeing you at market. We can't wait we've missed markets over these last few months. So this is going to be a great opportunity. And
Thanks
again,
for the opportunity, Diane. Thank you.
I know a lot of these vendors have new fun stuff to show too.
They do. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.